Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, Bashim Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders. A great millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopefully elect. All right, and I'm doing this lesson because I just had a couple articles that I came across, and I'm gonna just do a double lesson. It's not gonna be long, it's just two things I saw that kind of showed in my mind, I was thinking like this is the sign of the times, this is the times that we living in, you know, and just thinking to myself, this is only the beginning. So this is one article, it's about this woman. The woman kills 8 puppies in front of their mother to teach her a lesson, this lady out there in India, the animal came by and had the babies in front of her house, and this lady took each puppy. She took each puppy, slammed them against the rocks, and then threw their dead bodies in the field across from her home. The whole time, the dog was standing there watching, and the dog was trying to wake her babies up, and of course they were dead, and it just, it's just, it's showing you, man, the wickedness of these people is riling up, man. The wickedness of the spirits that's on these people is getting restless. You could even see it, for those brothers out there that drive, you see like the spirit of these people is like waxing worse and worse, man. Like the demons on these people on the road. I was like, I see it all the time, but I've been seeing it a lot more. Where I'll be driving and so a demon will be on this person in the car and they'll like speed up hella quick and like get out from I might be going kind of slow or not as fast as they want to go. Because I don't drive super slow, but it may not be fast enough for them. They, I may be going 50, 60 or whatever. They may want to go 80 or 90. So they'll come out from behind you and they'll get into the other lane beside you and they'll speed up. But there's a car right there, not 5-10 feet from you, not going much faster than you. But it doesn't stop them from getting out from behind you and just flooring it. And then they got to slow down again, behind. And you can just tell the demon on them is just like, go, and it's just like, fuck, you're gonna cause an accident, but that's far beyond the thoughts of that demon on that person. That demon could care less if that person dies, but things are just riling up, and then I saw this article here: man robbed, shot, and killed while grilling in Oak Cliff, and I'm from Dallas, it's a part of Oak Cliff in Dallas, or there's a town or area in Dallas called Oak Cliff, and it's the hood, Oak Cliff, South Dallas, all that stuff is the hood. Dallas, a man was robbed and shot while grilling on his front porch Sunday night. Damn, that's crazy. Because I was thinking to myself, like, you should, maybe he had his back towards the street, but from the looks of it, he had the front, he had the back of the grill towards the street, so he could see, who was walking up on him, and they still, walked up and killed him while grilling on his front porch Sunday night in South Oak Cliff. Dallas police said the man was cooking outside his home on Hobson Avenue around 10:30 when an armed suspect approached him. Several other people were home at the time, said the victim was shot during the robbery. He was taken to the hospital and later died. The suspect fled the scene. Police said people are still looking for the killer, But it just goes to show you the times that we're living in, The time is drawing nearer and nearer to Jacob's trouble, but also to our salvation, because after Jacob's trouble is over, then, the elect, I pray I'll be at that number, will be saved out of Jacob's trouble, Let's get that. Jeremiah 30:7. All right. Jeremiah 30 and verse 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. So, Lord willing, we be of that number. you sincere brethren, as well as I, be of that number to be saved out of that time, So let's just get a few scriptures that came to mind. I'm sure there's more, but these are the ones that came to mind. 2nd Ezra 16:21. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon the earth that they shall think themselves to be. Matter of fact, let me go above that. Like it, 2nd Ezra 16:17. Then this is Esdras, speaking out loud because he was seeing the vision of the end times. Woe is me, who would deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? And Esdras was seeing, like I said, he was seeing the end times. He was seeing the times that we're living in now. Back when these things were, when he saw these visions, he was seeing the times that we're entering into, and that we are, at least I'll say 1/3 of the way already into. He was seeing these times. And he was asking the question, who shall save me? Who would deliver me in those days? Because it's gonna get bad out here, man. It's gonna get real bad, worse than this already is. It's gonna get worse, man. Because I could feel the spirit waxing evil in Dallas before I left. Back in 2008. I could feel how wicked it was getting out there. So imagine now, man. That's 20 what? Man, it's 2019. That's a grip, man. That was a long time ago. And as you can see, people getting shot outside grilling. Let's continue. Woe is me, who would deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death. It's going to be great famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. So the Most High is sending these things out here as scourges for people to get right, for people to change their ways, for people to repent and come unto him and have faith unto him. But what does it say? But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. So even though the Most High is sending these things out here to let people know, hey man, the end is coming, the end is here, the end destruction is coming, they're not going to turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges, And this is why we have to pray that the Most High purge us of anything that may be found wicked, And the brother Monaghan, GMS 144, open this up. I don't really see, but GMS 144, Army of 144, he goes into these different little prayers, that we can recite in the Hebrew to help us out, and we can even make our own prayers, through the Spirit. We go to the different Hebrew tools and make our own prayers to help us, to be prayed up, Go to www.therealHebrewIsraelites.com and click on the ancient and modern Hebrew. And you can go into some of the words, here, some of the Hebrew characters. And also, if you go on the Blue Letter, you can search a word and go to the Hebrew. If it's in the Old Testament, you can find the Hebrew. Sometimes you can find the equivalent word from the Greek word, but Blue Letter goes off sometimes and stuff like that. So, But yeah, this is why we have to say these prayers so that we may not be found wicked, because these scourges are coming upon the earth, and we don't want to get overtaken by those scourges. All right, verse 21. I'll start at 20 again. But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. And the fear of the Lord should be increasing upon the men of the Lord and the believers, because the Most High is showing us how much he's not playing. Verse 21, behold, victuals. Victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case. and even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. 1 second. I'm doing a video. I'll be in there in a second, babe. All right. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. And so there are some pockets of, society and, different things. You can go to the dollar store, and buy you this, that, and the other. You can find little deals on stuff. And so people, think themselves in good case, especially here in America. But evils are growing upon the earth, sword, famine, great confusion. As you saw the lady out there in India killing dogs, killing puppies, let them puppies be, man. If anything, just move them to another place. You got that bold to kill them puppies while the mama was right there. We'll take the mama and all the puppies and drive them up the street. I don't know. You have to do that. And then, like you saw, the dude got shot just grilling. All right. For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. Martial law is coming. A physical famine is coming of food, and also a famine of the word, of hearing the words of the Most High. And the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down. There shall be no man left to till the earth and to sow it. The trees shall give fruit, and who shall gather them? The grapes shall ripen, and who shall tread them? For all places shall be desolate of men. So that one man shall desire to see another and to hear his voice. And this is just, amen. The Most High is coming back to destroy this place. He's sending his son Yahweh Shai back to destroy this place, man. So, I'm going to get a couple more scriptures and I'll just end it there. I realized I had 2 Timothy up twice. So 2 Timothy 3 and verse 1. Know this also, that in the last days perilous times shall come. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy. And you got to be a lover of your own self to, see a dog, give birth in front of you and just say, who do you think you are, puppy or dog, giving birth to these babies in front of my house? How dare you? And then you just go out there and kill them all. That's wicked, man. That's wicked, man. That's unholy and without natural affection. You don't have natural affection for life, for you to do something like that, Let's scroll down. All right, 2 Timothy 3 and 12 and 13. But evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived, So evil men and seducers are waxing worse and worse, And that's, amen, that's what's coming. Verse 14, but continue thou in the things which thou hast learned and hast been assured of, knowing of whom thou hast learned them, and that from a child thou hast known the holy scriptures, which are able to make thee wise unto salvation through faith, which is in Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. But yeah, I just want to, like I said, touch on that briefly, just about, the signs of the times we're living in. Scriptures to say, let's get this scripture. Because it's a daily battle with the flesh. And sometimes we take we take a slight L, on the flesh, but we got to pick ourselves back up and understand what days we living in, redeeming the time. This is about to go into it. Ephesians 5 and 15. See then that you walk circumspectly. Circum meaning like circle, spectly meaning to spectate or to put your eye, looking around you. Look around you. Not as fools, but as wise. Redeeming the time, because the days are evil. When you redeem the time, you buying it back. You buying back the time. You offending less. You're doing your work towards Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. You're giving alms that you may be forgiven. Redeeming the time because the days are evil. We're doing less and less of these other things. folly, and we're doing more and more of these spiritual things because the days are evil, redeeming the time because the days are evil. Wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of Yahweh is, and be not drunk with wine wherein is excess, but we fill with the Spirit. This is literal wine and also spiritual wine of these other philosophies. You know, speaking to yourselves in psalms and hymns and spiritual songs, singing and making melody in your heart to the Most High, giving thanks always for all things unto the Most High and the Father in the name of our Lord Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, submitting yourselves one to another in the fear of the Most High. You know, so that's the times we're living in. You know, we have to buy back the time, offend less, and be mindful, man. You know, that wickedness is growing. These spirits inside of these peoples are getting restless, and they're waxing stronger and stronger. And so we have to realize that without Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, we're going to lose. Without faith, we're going to lose. Without this wisdom and knowledge, we're going to lose, man. You know. Isaiah 33:6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. The fear of Yahweh is his treasure. So that's going to be, you know, the stability of the times that we're coming into is this wisdom and knowledge. And it's going to be the strength of our salvation. For why? For he that endureth unto the end. Let's just get that. And that'll be the last one. Matthew 24 and 13. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. So having this knowledge and understanding can be the stability of the times we coming in to keep you stable. You know what I'm saying? So that you can endure unto the end so that you may be saved. Call halal Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai by Hashem Harakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopefully elect. With that, I'm going to say shalom.